We are going to start today an overview of the database design. In the relational database systems, there are two modes of design. The one is called logical design. The other one is called physical design. So in the logical design, normally you have studied in your database course that it is normally logical and conceptual kind of design where the software development is normally managed. We are going to start today the physical design from the point of view of database administration. So physical design is basically a design on which the database administrator work on. Today we are going to underline the few items or few list of the items that we are going to discuss here. The first one is called what is the architecture of the physical design. किसी भी डिज़ाइन को समझने के लिए उसका आर्किटेक्चर को समझना ज़रूरी होता है कि आपने कहाँ किस तरीके से काम करना है और कौन कौन सी बाउंड्रीज हैं, कौन कौन से फ्लोज हैं, ताकि उसको पता लगे कि हम किस फॉर्म में इस डिज़ाइन को समझने की कोशिश करेंगे. तो फिजिकल डिज़ाइन में हम ये भी देखेंगे कि इसका एक्चुअल पर्पस क्या है. अगर पर्पस को हम मैनेज करते हैं तो पर्पस के लिए सबसे ज़रूरी है कि इसकी इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है, why we need this one and how we perform this one and what are the benefits required for this purpose. Factors, what are the factors that normally influence the physical design, and similarly design decisions we will discuss, and the basic idea is the performance and tuning. So first thing is the architecture of the physical design and the logical design, where exactly the physical design lies and how it is connected with the logical design. So first of all, if you look at the drum symbol, which means that whenever we install database DBMS application, for example Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server, so those files are normally set up and in some folder, in some files, on some drive, maybe on Unix drive or maybe on Windows drive. That is called physical organization of the files. So drum symbol is basically means for the storage of the files on the operating system. How these files are normally recognized, organized and formulated for the construction of logical design. That portion is normally managed by the DBMS internally, for which is called internal system or which is called internal level. So internal level is normally a bridge between physical design and the logical design. So logical design is normally managed with the conceptual schema or conceptual design, and on the basis of conceptual design the views can be managed for the users. So let's suppose if you have 2 or 3 or 5 users and they want to use your DBMS, so normally they use SQL, and SQL is normally performed on conceptual design. Tables are created on conceptual design. So this is how we can think about where is exactly the physical design is and how it is linked with the logical design. So what are the purposes? There are two main purposes. The one is how we can store the storage of the data, because physical design is normally managed with the storage of the data, with the files, with the folders. तो इसके लिए हमें सबसे पहले ये समझना ज़रूरी है कि जब तक हम लोग उन फाइल्स को अच्छे तरीके से नहीं रखेंगे, जो कि हम इस कोर्स में आगे जाके पढ़ेंगे, इसको स्टडी करेंगे, एनालाइज करेंगे, उस वक्त तक आपका एक डेटाबेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की टास्क एक एक्सीलेंट टास्क नहीं बन सकती, एक प्रोफेशनल एटीट्यूड डेवलप नहीं कर सकती. दूसरी चीज़ इसमें ये कि परफॉर्मेंस और ट्यूनिंग है, यानी आपको एक ख़ास तरीके से चीज़ों को डिफरेंट तरीके से ट्यून करके परफॉर्म करना पड़ेगा. एनालाइजिंग द डेटाबेस क्वेरीज एंड ट्रांजैक्शंस, इसमें सबसे पहले चीज़ें देखी जाती हैं कि आप उसको क्वेरीज कहाँ एक्सेस होती हैं, कौन से एट्रीब्यूट्स इंपॉर्टेंट है, कहाँ पे जॉइंस है और कहाँ पे एट्रीब्यूट्स जो हैं वो डाटा रिट्रीव कर रहे हैं. So this is one of the factor where we normally manage queries and transactions. The second one is called files are updated. What are the files? मैंने जैसे अभी आपको कहा है कि फाइल्स वो हैं जो हम फिजिकल लेवल पे स्टोरेज करते हैं, उन फाइल्स को वो एक्सेस करते हैं, DBMS इंटरनल स्कीमा के थ्रू उन फाइल्स को अपडेट करता है, और हमें समझना चाहिए इस चीज़ को कि वो अपडेट जब करता है तो उस फॉर्म में डिफरेंट किस्म के एट्रीब्यूट्स आते हैं, जॉइंस आते हैं, और इसी तरीके से इंसर्ट, डिलीट और अपडेट के ऑपरेशंस आते हैं. So this is how we can analyze the factor A. Similarly, if you have frequency and queries, कि how और या कितनी फॉर्म में कौन सी क्वेरीज बार बार इस्तेमाल होती हैं और कितनी क्वेरीज जो हैं वो ट्रांजैक्शंस जो है वो मैनेज होती हैं इस फॉर्म में. जैसे हम ये कह सकते हैं जी कि इट इज एक्सप्रेस्ड एज द एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी, एंड दैट फ्रीक्वेंसी इज बेसिकली बेस्ड ऑन ईच फाइल and over all the queries and transactions. Time and constraints of the queries, which means that performance constraints place priorities and access path, and these are normally managed with the primary access. What is access path? A minimal number of access paths should be specified for a file that is updated frequently. And similarly, the access path should be specified on all candidate keys. We will study candidate keys later on, and it is related with the primary key constraint unique. Indexing is normally applied on this one. Clustered indexing means group of indexing, we can manage it. Dynamic hashing, people are using this one, and we have to make ready these things. Access path, how it looks like. If you look at the bottom, these are called physical data files, and these are normally turns into a logical internal levels like table spaces, extends, and these formulated the tables in the form of data.